Hello, my friends, and welcome back to the Lost Art Project Veterans Voices. I'm your host, Andrew Cox, and today we're having a fireside chat with the crew and special guests. We got Stevo with us today. But before we get into the episode, are you enjoying these podcasts? Make sure you go hit up the website. That's the Lost Art Project, veteransvoices.org. Go check us out, see what we're all about. We are a new nonprofit, so if there's any way you can help us out, it'd be much appreciated. A big shout out to the Till Valhalla Project out there doing amazing things. If you don't know anything about them, go check them out. Even if you do, go back and check them out again. Always putting out new stuff, always doing great things. You can find them at tillvalhallaproject.com. And for all you people out there that needs a veteran service officer, don't you worry. The Marine Corps League's got you. You can go to mcleague.org. Visit the VSO locator. You can also dial a number. That's right, 703-207-9588, extension 299. Are you a Marine veteran? Are you missing that bond you had on active duty? Then I have a place for you. Join the only congressionally chartered Marine Corps Veteran Service Organization, the Marine Corps League. Get that brother and sisterhood back in your life. Become one of the fewer, the prouder, a Marine Corps League member. All right, man, we are here. We are live. We are out on the social medias. We're all over the place. I got a couple guys from the crew. I got Stevo with us, Story Time with Stevo podcast. If you guys haven't checked that out, you need to go check it out. But he's here. We're gonna just chat and have a good time. He's also going to talk a little bit about his book. He's got one coming out soon. It might actually. I think you said it was already out, didn't you, Stevo?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, we'll start with you now. How are you doing, man?
I'm doing good, gentlemen. Thank you for the invite tonight. And after the show, I'll follow you all on YouTube. But yeah,
sounds great.
Good, man. Last time I was on your podcast, man, just catching up with you and, joined your archive thing that you got going on. So,
that's right.
So, Semper Fi to all you guys. I guess you're all Marine Corps.
Yeah, all of us. Yeah, we won't hold it against you. Now you just had a birthday, by the way.
No, that was my daughter's 19th. I'll be 57 in 3 days.
No, you were Army, right?
Yes. Oh, the Army birthday.
June 14. Yeah, man.
Told you. I told you.
Yeah, 251 years.
Yeah, man, you're old, man. Whew.
Yeah.
251. I mean, we're only 250.
And that's prime right there. That is exactly what I'm talking about.
All right. Well, let's go down. Jess, how you doing, man?
I got the long weekend coming up, so I'm loving it. But it's not spicy rain that comes down as ice. I'm happy about that. And it's kind of cooled off. So
yeah,
I'm digging this. And then my wife's out of town for a few days, so I get to watch whatever I want on the TV, and I'm watching Around the World in 80 Days with Masterpiece Theater. I guess we have PBS. That's wild. So cool.
Wow. All right. That is nice.
Time, so that's good.
Yeah. Nice, man. I like it. Look over there at Mike, man. He's looking all motivated and stuff. He's got a green shirt on. Looks like a Hoorah Marine Corps shirt over there. I don't think that's what it is, but it looks like one because it's green. No. But he's got that super stash.
Probably my low definition.
He got a super stash.
Laptop. It's actually gray. It's one of your TVP shirts you were talking about. So.
Oh yeah, Till Valhalla Project. That's right. Yeah. You have the it's a subscription, right? Where they send it every month or something like that.
I did, and I told my wife to finally cancel it because I've got more T-shirts than I know what to do with. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love them to death. I love the T-shirts, and she gets mad at me because we'll go out to eat dinner, and she goes, "Are you going to wear that?" And I was like, "Yeah." So if they actually, and that's they made, but I don't think they do. If they actually made like a polo shirt, like a collared shirt,
I bet you they have them. I'd have to look at their
maybe.
website. I'm not
I won't
100%
lie to you.
certain.
It's been a while. It's been a while since I looked. But
Yeah.
I said to her, I said, "So would you mind if I wore that?" She goes, "I guess not."
Yeah, I don't really get
you're a
dressed up a
grown-ass
whole lot
man,
anymore.
and you can dress yourself. And if she
What's
has a
that,
problem with
Jess?
that, you're a grown-ass man. You can dress yourself. If she has a problem with that, tell her to pound
You
sand.
could, if she has a problem with that, she can find you out in the doghouse in the backyard because that's where you'll be staying.
Yeah, well, I'm all about what you said, Jess. But in the same sense, it's like, okay, yes, sweetheart. It's like, all right. You like me to wear something other than cargo pants and jeans? That's like, okay, cargo shorts. I was like, okay.
Do they make anything else?
No, right?
I don't know. I don't have any, but they keep saying they do. I've never seen them. Every time I would go to Kohl's and I walk around and I do a quick loop, and I was like, yeah, I don't see anything here I want.
If you really want to play this game, you have a little Scottish in you, right? Go with kilt, bro.
Yeah, go with the kilt, man. Let the boys free.
Yeah.
Let them out, man.
I'm not real big on the breeze blowing.
No.
It is what it is. But
All right.
anyways,
there's not anybody in Boston. They're all rolling around with kilts right now. They might have colonized the city. We might have lost Boston to Scotland.
Well, I know it's pretty funny watching all this because a lot of people are coming here and they're like, we always thought that the United States was horrible and this and that. And they're like, man, this is great. This is fantastic. So there's tons of videos out. I don't know if you guys are seeing them all, but man, it's
government's in play on this now. TSA had to say is like, if you're going to bring back ranch to Europe, you have to check that. You can't put it on your carry-on.
I was actually listening to her this morning when I was driving.
Yeah.
They were actually talking about that, and they had a, I guess she was Scottish, or maybe from England, literally call in during the radio show and said that she's now addicted to ranch, and she was going to, well, I think it's in New York State, but she was going to, I don't know if it's Kroger or I can't remember what it is. What's the big grocery store up in that area? But she's like, I'm buying all the ranch I can get. And it was like, they're like, we've been lied to. And they had people calling in, about, like Buc-ee's,
ranch.
Buc-ee's, talking about Buc-ee's. And they're like, Walmart, Costco, a big gulp. Are you kidding me? I get free refills.
That's what throws them off right there. Yeah. Well, watching a Japanese guy have Texas barbecue for the first time, his head about exploded. It was just like every bite was like he's never tasted anything like it.
Yeah,
it was like, and then they
were talking about that different stuff, and it was one. Japanese are extremely polite. You see all the videos where they're cleaning up the damn stadium.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Literally cleaning the stadium. And it's like, man, we could probably take some lessons from that. But
the kids clean their own classrooms, by the way. That is wild.
Yeah.
What's the contract at a school?
They would all make really great Marines cleaning their own classroom after they have
picking up cigarette butts and all that stuff. But
do they get online, walk the line, pick everything up?
But they were talking about that, and I actually looked at it. I shouldn't have while I was driving, but they were like, "Oh, it's one of these videos," and I was like, I was sitting there. I was trying to pull it up, and it was literally a video of a Japanese man and his family. They went to a Mexican restaurant in Texas, and they ate all the chips and salsa. So they brought another thing of chips out. And the poor guys, he ate the whole other basket. They brought another basket out. He ate it. And they were like, he can't eat any more chips. And they're like, no, it's disrespectful because at that point he thinks it's a gift. So they have to eat what was given to him. So this poor guy is sitting there eating baskets of chips. And it's like, no, you don't.
That's messed up.
You don't have to eat them, man. It's okay, brother. But it's awesome to actually see, just watch different things. And I'm sure there's probably some negative, but, right now we're all seeing a positive. But it is absolutely, even friends we've met, going on cruises when we went to Ireland and we were in England and stuff like that, actually messaging us. And they were like, so is the stuff over there that they're showing that we're seeing actually true? And I was like, what do you mean? And they're like, you guys aren't a whole bunch of gun toting, shooting, freaking, this and that. And I was like, so the gun toting, I can't actually say yay or nay on that one. Depends on where you're at.
They don't have an opinion because they've never done it. So their opinion is invalid.
Yeah. But, it's like, we need to come to the United States. It's like, well, that's what we told you 3 years ago, but you haven't come yet because you all think we're a bunch of.
It's good stuff.
So I used to work at a gun shop and had a range attached to it. And there was nothing crazier than watching a bunch of Europeans come in and go to the range because they could rent guns to shoot on a range. And they went from wee to yeehaw in like 10 minutes, man. It was just
good.
The whole transformation was like the circuit blew, and they were like, ranch, Bucky's, a range. Let's just do this. How do I sign up? How do I sign up to be here?
They're all like, yeehaw.
It's just watching them shoot for the first time before they cracked that first shot. I think they thought they had a howitz in their hand because they were just braced up like, this thing is going to blow my hands off, right? And then it's like, it's a 9mm. It's like just firm, bone support, all that. And it's like, tink, tink, tink. And like, that first shot, and it looked on their face, it's like this light bulb just like high beams. It's like an idea, like hilarious. There was like 4 of us that just got there, like, they've never shot before. They're like, no. They signed the waivers off. Like, and it's not a big range. But there'd be like 4 of us back there just to see the reaction. And it was like instantaneous. Never had an adverse when we had the Europeans come through. It was wild.
You don't see a lot of individuals that don't enjoy shooting a gun. Like, they do it, like they may be scared or whatever, and they don't like guns or whatever. But the first time they shoot it, just about everybody's like, oh, that was pretty cool. Once they get over the shock of how loud the bang was, right? Or how much it kicked, depending on what you're shooting. But then they go, that was cool. Because they're going back and they're telling everybody, I got to shoot this, I got to shoot that.
They're videoing that in like 10 seconds. It was like live going on. They're streaming it. It's just like, it's cool. Already on the web.
Yeah, it's not like you stuck a 45-70 in her hand and it's like, go ahead and crank this off and see what it does. It's like, all right, let's go with the 38 and 9mm. Okay, we're good.
We got him. We got him in the right direction. That's the goal, man. If a range staff is worth a shit, you don't let them check out the 50 AE. The Desert Eagle's not on the menu for them. It's like, let's start you off with like a 6, okay, or a Glock. And the Glock is like, they all want to shoot a Glock because they've seen it in every movie ever made. They think we all like are issued Glocks at birth here or something. Like, where's your Glock? And I'm like, oh my God.
We're not? Right?
Yeah, well, not everywhere. But
oh man.
That was you saying about Glocks, Jess. That was actually one thing when my wife and I did the Ireland cruise. It was a husband and wife from England, and out of nowhere, he was actually, sit there every night at the martini bar. We were talking, and she was the one that just kept badgering, just going on and on about guns and shootings and this and that. And out of nowhere, he and I were literally sitting there talking, and she was sitting like on the other side, talking to other people, and then she would say something. And then out of nowhere, she goes, I guess you're one of those Americans that owns one of those 1911s.
Yeah.
And I looked at her and I said, a 1911? And she goes, yeah, those high-powered handguns. I said, a 1911? No, they're called 1911s. I was like, if you and I are calling the same thing, what I think you're calling it, yeah, I own like 4 or 5 of them, but yeah, she goes, I knew it. I already knew it.
It's a 2 World War champ gun. That's what's all she needs to know.
It's like, she goes, I knew it. I already knew it. And she was drinking, and he looked at me. He's like, don't worry about it.
It's shit in the sauce, man. You're good.
No, dude.
Let me guess, you just carry a gun around everywhere.
Yeah.
Is it true they have gun permits? You can just carry a gun over there? And I was like, I said, yeah, I mean, you can have a carry permit.
Well, depending on what state you're in now,
Yes,
you don't have to have a permit at all.
Like Georgia wasn't an open carry state. It was an open carry state, but yeah, I mean, they highly recommended you still had a carry permit.
Don't need that here. Constitutional
Well,
carry.
we don't in Georgia. We don't anymore either. But it makes it a hell of a lot easier to buy a gun, a handgun.
I can see that. Yeah.
But she kept going on and on and on about it, and finally, I just pulled my wallet out, and Kelly looked at me. She goes, "Stop!
No."
And I pulled it out. And I slapped it down the bar. I said, "Yeah, that's it right there." And she goes, "I can't believe it."
So AJ.
What was that? Yeah.
What do you all think of the concealed carry on installations?
You know what? I think it's pretty cool, but I think there's gonna be some crazy things happen. I think, but
there's already been 2 incidents, 2 unalivings
on an installation.
Yeah, one at the PX.
What?
Yeah, you didn't hear about that?
No, what happened?
Y'all didn't hear about that?
Uh-uh.
It just recently happened about maybe a month ago. I believe a soldier had an altercation with a subordinate, and a couple of them got pew-pewed at the PX or outside the PX in the parking lot. And then as soon as the DOW approved it, there was a shooting. Was it Bragg or was it Hood or Bliss? One of the two. There's been 2 incidents so far.
Wow. No, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So, because here's the thing, man. I mean, like, I saw at the beginning of the show, you have the 22 a day.
Yeah.
I just feel that it's going to increase the numbers in the active duty side because, like, can you imagine you get into some pissy altercation with your first sergeant or commander and they'd be like, yep, we're going to throw you out of the Army, throw you out of the Marine Corps, and then you go out in the parking lot and unalive yourself in the parking lot. So,
Now, everybody has to get approved to be able to have the weapon on the installation, correct?
I believe it's under installation commander's discretion. I'm not a subject matter expert, and I only have a non-lethal. So,
yeah.
Because of my condition, I'm afraid to go and get a weapon. So.
Yeah. Right on. Yeah.
To be completely honest, though, there was weapons in every barracks. There was pistols in this California when I was out there. So there is not a shortage of weapons. There's not a shortage of access either. So I think it's like
happening
legitimized.
It's been happening before they even approved it.
Yeah.
They were always doing it though.
Yeah.
I remember NDs in the barracks and we'd fill the divots in the barracks rooms with epoxy, cover with a rug. I mean, it just made barracks turnover a lot more complicated in 29 Palms. But
it's ridiculous.
It's part of our religion. I mean, I hate to say it, was the Mandalorians of the military.
So in 29 Palms, you were digging out the asbestos tiles and then sticking stuff in there, and then
yeah. But I mean,
at Carson, they had weapons in the ceiling tiles.
Oh, geez.
You're lucky it was just weapons. There's a lot of paraphernalia in those ceiling tiles too. I found out.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But I mean, it's just legitimizing what was already happening. It's like saying, yes, you can breathe today. I mean, there's going to be weapons.
So
if there's not, then you got to
carry mine.
You guys know what HR 6022 is?
House resolution something.
Green
I'm
Star.
not
Green Star.
Oh yeah,
What do y'all think of that? I mean, what do y'all think of that? I know a couple states have already approved it. Like, it's not political, but because it's now going with the gold star and the red star or the blue star. So do you all think that people who unalive themselves as veterans, or I think it's family members and children as well. So they have a green star, and I have been seeing it getting approved. I know Pennsylvania approved it. I think California approved it. It's a huge thing that it's coming out right now. So,
What is it? I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut everybody off, but what is it specifically?
Green Star family. So if you commit suicide, instead of them saying, "Hey, Steven's committed suicide," they would do like a thing, and I don't want to say award you a Green Star, but the banner, the white banner with the red lines on it, with a star that shows like a deployed soldier or something, died in combat or something like that. Now they have a Green Star that is going through the system. The system, I believe, is Congress. So there's a petition out there that you can sign. It's called HR 6022. I'm not a political guy. I'm not right or left, but I do believe that they should have something instead of going, "Hey, Stevens committed suicide yesterday." He'll be recognized, for the outstanding achievements of being an author and a podcast host. But now we're going to give him a Green Star. So
now
I'm losing track.
what all do? Sorry, what all do they get? Like, what are the ins and outs of that? Do you know? Like, what are they getting for it?
I don't know, because I know Gold Star, they receive money, right?
Not
Right.
necessarily.
Yeah, but see, I've been doing some research. If you are active duty or a veteran and you unalive yourself in your home, the insurance don't pay for that. You know that, right?
I've heard that. I mean, I don't know that for sure, but I've definitely heard that before.
Yeah. I've been seeing that like over on the TikTok, people talking about you can't say the word suicide, but unaliving themselves. And I guess a couple people who have done it, like I believe there's a suicide clause in home insurance now.
Really?
Yeah, I don't have a home. I mean, I sold my home. I live in a room before I go out on the road and start helping people more, veterans. But yeah, I've just been hearing that, I'd be curious to talk to one of those. I'm trying to get one of those Green Star people. They're always interacting with me. Thank you very much for your support. Like, just send it out like I sent to Cox.
Yeah.
But, there's stories on every day about service members or children that can't fit in with the parent that came back from the battlefield. So I don't know. I know a lot of veterans have negative opinions about it. Some have positive opinions about it. So I didn't know. I wanted to open it up because, like, I'm not sitting here at a computer, so I know some of you guys can look right on your computer while talking. So,
I'm gonna have to reach out to just shoot them an email and see if they come on and talk about it sometime.
Star Family hashtag or at Green Star Family. Very easy to find. They're very, very. They will respond to you immediately.
Oh wow.
So, yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. I have to look more into it because I just don't know the ins and outs of it really to be able to talk too much about it personally. But I mean, I don't think it's a bad thing. Everyone should be recognized for their service. Whether that's a good conduct, bad conduct, whether that's you got out in normal or you ended up unaliving yourself or something. I mean, everyone should be recognized that first and foremost a veteran.
I just wish that these people would get more help, because a lot of these people that unalive themselves, they're not getting no help from the VA at all.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna soapbox for a minute on this, because this is something that's been pissing me off for a while. So, all right, first off, the color of the stars is getting about to the point of the color of the ribbons. So yellow ribbon, pink ribbon, green ribbon,
yeah.
track. Now, red star, suicide, blue star, deployed, gold star, lost in action. And then we got green stars popping up too, which is about the same, but not quite the same as, because it's post 9/11. I'm just reading about this, but it's the same outcome. So I honestly think that we're hitting a point of normalizing it, and I don't. There's two aspects of this. There's, first off, we're normalizing a conversation about suicide, and I think that there should be a stigma attached to it, because I am just been down this road way too many times, and I'm kind of getting tired of it, and it really is getting to the point it's pissing me off, because even with support networks in place, even with all these things we're doing, they're saying it's make a dent, but I don't know if they're tracking the numbers the same way, because you can make numbers lie a lot. But
Yeah.
If they would give us rosters with folks transitioning out, we could at least start the conversation, because a lot of these guys, and I'm going to say this now, and it's an unpopular opinion, I can't validate it outside of my local region, but we have not shot a suicide funeral yet for someone who is actively engaged in an organization. It pisses people off when I say that, but there is some validity to it, even if they're just organized in the community outreach in any way, shape, or form. Because
that's a good point.
Accountability. There's all these things. There's something to go and do and be involved with, and accountability. And you start listing all these things: Lions Club, Moose, I don't know, Elks, Odd Fellows. I love the Odd Fellows. I'm an Odd Fellow. That will really kind of set your standard up to a little bit of a higher plane, because you got somewhere to be, you got something to do, and you're working toward a goal. And I think that's what we start missing when we start transitioning out. I mean, I can be down this road for a while, but that's my nickel.
Well, that's a big thing. You're allowing veterans to be a part of something bigger, which they, whether they just chose to get out, whether they retired, whether they were made to get out, to give veterans a purpose again, just to be a part of something. And that's the biggest thing that I think, as veterans you miss. And all of a sudden you go into the corporate world or whatever it is, and it's like, what the hell is this? I don't, you really don't feel like you have a purpose anymore.
Yeah.
If you could show up, and that's something you've talked about, Jess, and Andrew, you've talked about, and with the Marine Corps League, or whether it be the Marine Corps League, DFW, whatever, it's like, hey, to be able to, and yeah, it's been brought up. It's like, hey, you got to show up. You got to do this. You got to do that. But, it's like, hey, we've talked about virtual meetings. Not everybody, this younger generation, can be there all the time. But to be allowed to be a part of something bigger where they can help other people make decisions, whether it be with, that organization or even in the community. Like Jess, you've talked about stuff, your group does, and Andrew, you've talked about stuff. It's like just to be a part of something else where you actually feel like you have a purpose other than, I got to get up, go to work till 5, I come home. Yeah, you have a purpose as a husband, or a wife, or a mother or a father.
Right.
But our brains were rewired a long time ago that we need to be a part of something bigger. It's just, I just want to feel like I'm a part of something bigger, like I can actually contribute. Yep. And I think a lot of that would help a lot. Yeah.
I honestly think, and this is not something that's necessarily BSO specific. I know you got the Marine Corps League going on here, but the Odd Fellows, we mark unmarked graves. I mean, that is like a community thing. A lot of people overlook it, but They are some of the coolest people in my town. I love them to death. And there's no pretense when I walk in the room. I mean, there's social workers, educators, IT guys, and everybody's just there to do the thing. And the ranks get stripped off, the background gets stripped off. It's like, what are we doing next? And there's that accountability going on. And I think there's so many organizations that are being overlooked across America that veterans have just an innate skill set built into them to just could multiply the organization's capability overnight. Organizational skills alone. But they gotta cut away from some of that edge they bring into a room. It took me a couple of years to get over that, but I mean, you talk about corporate, Mike. When I got new contractors, they're typically military guys, and my first thing I do is I bring them into a room when I'm onboarding and say, there is no more first sergeant. Your support network is the people in this room. If you think that somebody's going to be out there to like bail you out, make good decisions and don't do stupid shit, and you're going to be fine. But we would kind of look out for them because that transition is not easy. So there were times when I was working with them in Afghanistan or Colorado or wherever they were at, like just do a pulse check. But that's a leadership thing, not necessarily a management thing. So, but the leadership, we got brought in for those specific purposes. But that corporate mentality, I'm alone and I got to like press above everybody else. I'll step on anybody to get to the next rung. It's not the way to go.
Well, it's that, but nobody has your back.
Where you have to instill that in the corporate culture.
Yes.
And that's something that's lacking now because a lot of reasons. But if you want
the big thing in the corporate culture is everybody's trying to get ahead of the next guy. And, that's one thing that, even, my line of work, but
that's weirdly generational though.
It's like, why would I not teach you what I know? First of all, it's making my job easier. But why wouldn't I tell you? I mean, I don't claim to be a resident expert in what I do, but it's like, I've been doing it for 12 years. So why wouldn't I tell you?
Because information's a weapon. And I could beat you up with it.
I've said it before. When I worked in the plant before I started this job, the job I'm in, it's like, that's job security. What are you doing? I was like, what are you talking about jobs? I'm like, seriously? And I actually told the guy, and he retired after I left the plant. He retired like 6 months after that. I even told him, I said, dude, I don't want your job. I don't want it. I promise you, I don't want your job. He goes, well, that's job security. I was like,
that's canceled vacations and overnights. That's all I just heard.
That's the lie right there.
I said, all I'm asking is, if this happens, what do I do? If this, then that, then that, then this. I said, and I told him, I said, at the end of the day, I said, am I not making your job easier? And he goes, this was an Army guy. He goes, yeah, but I don't like it. I was like, okay.
Why wouldn't he like it?
I don't mean it negative to Army, but it's just the same mentality. It's like he said, yeah, but I don't like it.
We've always done it.
You're trying to get my job. I was like, I promise you, I don't want your job. I promise you, I do not want it. So
I barely like mine most days. Why would I want his?
Yeah, exactly.
So do you guys think? So I've had Ken Preston on my podcast, and I've talked to a couple. I've talked to Tilly. I'm talking to a couple active sergeant majors. One sergeant major has my audio book, The Broken Mirror, which is military transition, self-help, personal development. So I've noticed a lot of soldiers who recently got out will come on TikTok and blame their leadership for their failures. Now, the reason I say that is I don't know what it's like in the Marine Corps, but like when I went to PLDC, Primary Leadership Course or Warrior Leaders Course, that's where you become a sergeant or a non-commissioned officer. I think from that day that you go to that school, they should teach in the different NCO courses the different levels of taking the military lingo and changing it civilian, because some guys and gals will graduate that course and be in charge of their team or their squad. And there's a staff sergeant just a platoon sergeant that, the kid gets out or is getting ready to transition out and you just became a sergeant and they're asking you all kind of questions that you don't know because like you don't know what it's like on the outside. So I've been trying to tell them all the way up because like I was a sergeant first class when I got out. I was at Walter Reed. I was supposed to be in this really cool 2-week TAP course. And because of funding, it was 3 days. Put on a bow tie or what the hell, wear a nice collared shirt. Like, okay. So they made all the seniors in the room write a resume. Everyone listed their awards and everything. So now working with the civilian government years later, I have interacted with the HR people. They have told me, that I put in the broken mirror about they don't care about your awards. They don't care if you were a platoon sergeant. You have to take the platoon sergeant and make it into a manager or a first sergeant into like a supervisor or a CEO or, or an advisor. But I just think that they should be slowly integrating this stuff in the NCO course, in the NCO courses. So then when all these people that are transitioning out, you don't have Private so-and-so going, well, Sergeant Stevens, he didn't know shit about the civilian world. Now I'm a failure. But networking and education, I'm not talking about going to school, educating like we're doing here. We're all probably seniors, old school, within the last 15, 20 years. But you have these new kids getting out, man. They have no direction at all. But I mean, thanks for like social media. They're doing something with their life, but I don't want if I had a kid in the military get out and be like, oh, they're a TikTok dancer, So I'd rather have, listen to some of these seniors that are speaking out about trying to educate these soldiers when they get out. Because if they were more educated, they wouldn't be stuck like, I want to go back to the battlefield because I can't cope. And that's why they unalive themselves because they can't fit in because there's no one to help them fit in or they don't know about this here. I mean, it's funny. We promote this stuff and try to get it out there and people will watch your podcast for what? Freaking 2 minutes and don't get major shit that we just talked about for the last 30 minutes. But, because I'm always telling people, hey, at least watch it for, it might be 30 minutes or an hour. At least watch, or skim through it. And that's when people were telling me the shorts are the big thing that catches people. So.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, especially, because everyone's attention span isn't cut out for a 2-hour podcast all the time. Like I mean, all of my veteran stories are anywhere from an hour and a half to 2 hours. So I cut it at 2, but most people aren't listening to that. Now, I'm not necessarily out to get views and stuff with the podcast. I'm trying to just archive stuff, but
one person, it's all it takes, man, to save somebody's life. Man.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
to
your point, though, I'm going to walk this dog a little bit because there's been a lot of discussion on this. So now PLDC, BNOC, ANOC, all these advanced courses, the profession is the warfighting. And honestly, integrating in civilian or corporate culture in like terminology or lexicon. I did a couple years of ROTC in college. They took a corporate leadership manual or management manual, like found and replaced the words and turned it into like a leadership thing. It's a train wreck. And we saw that it was a mess. There was not a lot of great things coming out of it. They tried to do what you're saying and use the precise words precisely because that's the language of the organization and the culture. Now, the transition piece is where there's an unpopular answer here, and a lot of people don't want to hear it, which is if you sign a 8-year contract, right? So you do 4 years active, 6 years active, but there's an IR component attached to it, minus debt. there should be cohorts established across the country to reintegrate back in. And they should be everywhere there's an RSS, there should be billeting, some type of like get back in used to doing this. Find jobs, some type of accountability, not formations every day, not 7:30 to 16:30. Reintegrate back in. They spent how much time getting you into a system, right? Multiple years in some cases. They give you 2 weeks to transition back out. Bullshit. This is where Skill Bridge is trying to do that. I get it. It's an interesting program, but it takes a while to like wean yourself off of the detox. I mean, there's all sorts of ways you can say it. Because you're detoxing from an active military environment to slingshot.
That's a good way of putting it, though.
In the world.
Yeah.
Now, this is, I mean, the World War II generations, they took that long, slow boat ride back from Europe and they did occupation duty and they kind of detoxified themselves coming from the war zone back to America, and they still struggled. We took a 1-day flight back, and we're like Afghanistan one day. The next day we're sitting in Georgia on the way back to like wherever we're going from Atlanta. That might not be the answer. Somewhere in between there might be a better. But
now I know the Navy. I'm not a Navy guy. My buddy, Sergeant Major Powers, was in charge of like 10 soldiers in Djibouti. I think it's Djibouti. When he came back, I was like, yo, we got to get together. He's like, we got to do this transition thing. He was locked down at Norfolk for 30 days.
Whoa.
Some of the
retirement seminar
branches are demobbing or whatever it's called. But he's actually like a National Guard or reservist type sergeant.
That's demobilization. It takes they built that into the orders, though.
Okay.
There's mobilization for 90 days, demobilization for 30 on station. And they have demo centers.
Interesting.
Mobilization, demobilization centers. I worked with that when I was in the reserves.
For when soldiers come back active duty, like instead of them seeing their family, because when I came back from my 5th combat tour, and I wrote for the Center of Army Lessons Learned, I didn't have a weapon. So as soon as I came back, I treated my wife like she was the enemy because I had just newly got married. I was single for 19 years, and her and I sat down and was like, "Look, you ain't gonna make master sergeant, so your ass needs to go to Walter Reed and get like fixed because we got a kid coming." You know?
Yeah.
You don't know how to be. I didn't know how to be a dad or anything like that.
Most of us didn't. There's not a manual.
I still don't know how.
I'm still working on it, man. No, but I mean, you start looking at this demobilization piece. There's a mental demobilization too. I was GeoBatch for about 2 years. And this is also one of those things they tell you when you start reintegrating back into your household. It's going to take a minute. And everything that she's been doing when you've been gone, you can't just jump in and say, "I've got this." That's playing with matches in a magazine. I hate to say it, in a powder mag.
Yeah.
There's got to be a slow transition and a transfer of power at that point.
It's not going to be.
I'm not saying that, you're maybe, I don't care what anybody's dynamic is in their house, but, at that point, guess what? That woman had to be mom. She had to be dad.
Yeah.
She was carpenter, plumber,
everything. Yeah. Still working, whatever she was doing. I know my wife at that point was putting herself through nursing school. Still had to sit there and she had to worry about trying to get through nursing school. But, she was sitting there with homework. And, one night my son decided he was going to go out and turn the refrigerator off, in base housing at Pendleton. She comes out the next morning in the refrigerator, there's like chicken juice running out of the fridge. And, she had to deal with stuff like, that's the stuff that she had to deal with.
Right.
And all of a sudden you get home and it's like, I'm just glad to be home. I'm just glad to be home. And I know that, and I'll take that, Jess, and I don't mean to, I'm not going to make it long, but it was in Pendleton. We went to the San Diego Wild Animal Park.
Yeah.
Is
that the drive-through?
That one was, but we had won. It was the radio station down in San Diego. It was Jeff and Jer at the time, and they were handing out tickets for like the park at night or something like that. And I drove through and got tickets. You know, it's just they're handing out a thing. You get a bumper sticker, you get this. Anyways, I got 4 tickets, so it meant the 4 of us could go. So we went that Friday night. We're walking through them. My son was showing his butt. He was just being a turd.
Yeah.
And he was saying stuff, and I finally turned around. And I was like, you know, I snatched him by the hand, and I was like, you need to stop. And of course, you know, my wife, she came out of nowhere, and she goes, don't you talk to my son like that. And I've been home 2 weeks, maybe.
Yeah.
Like that, you know, and she had said something to him. He said something to her. She said something again. Don't talk to me like that. He said something back to her, and I snatched him up in a heartbeat. And it, you know, it created a riff. And I looked at her, and I was like, "Hey, I'm home now. You can let me be the dad." And that's, you know, it was the wrong way for me to react.
Yeah.
And, you know, after the fact, I know that now. But it was like, hey, I'm back. Back off. Let me be dad. You know, the man's home. And she's like, I don't need you. I've been doing this. And I was like, you know, she didn't say another word. We got in the car that night, got back home, put the kids to bed, and walked back out. And I was, you know, in the kitchen or living room watching TV. And she walked out and she goes, you and I need to talk. And I was like, well, we need to talk about it. She goes, you ever talk to me like that again? That's going to be the first thing. She said, I understand you're home. And what you said, Jess, is she's like, I've had to be everything. Just calm down and slow down. I was like, I never thought about it like that. You know, well, so you're absolutely right, Jess.
So my first trip to Afghanistan, I came back and my wife kicked me out of the house for like 10 days. It's like, go do something, but you can't be here. Dropped my bags off, spent a couple days at home, jumped on an airplane with Iceland, and just back for 10 days. Didn't know where I was going to sleep, didn't know what I was going to do, had zero plans because everything had been dictated to me, or I was running a schedule or keeping a schedule for the better part of a year. I needed to break out of like that headspace. So that's an easy, but there's a confidence thing there. You got to be confident in your marriage to pull that one off. But she's like, just go take a road trip. Go somewhere. Just don't be here for like a few days. Just go. Don't even know where you're going to stay. Don't even put a plan in place. Just go figure it out. And honestly, it kind of clears the mechanism a little bit for me, but it might not be for everybody.
But no, I think it is.
Jeff, so why can't, when you come back from those, it doesn't even matter when you come back from combat. I mean, like, got a lot of people that are taking their lives and they haven't even been to combat. Like, why can't the military pay these nonprofits to snatch up? Like, do you guys know who Joel Trevera is?
No.
I know that name.
He's the guy that got blown up in 2000.
That's the guy you were talking about earlier, right?
Yeah, he's the guy.
Okay.
Podcast. He lost the lower part, I believe, of his right leg underneath his knee. Burned 70% of his body completely blind. You think that held him back? I mean, that dude is going like nonprofits are helping him go to like hunting things, fishing things. Like there's also stuff out there, Operation Outreach for spouses and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, why can't they just do all that stuff? Man, it's going to make me swear now. Why can't they make them do all like when you get out of the military? Why can't they have something set up instead of like, okay, why can't they go on a trip? Like you said, you went to Greenland or Iceland, right?
Iceland.
Yeah. So why can't the husband and the wife or the whole family, why can't they be like, okay, you just got out of the military after 20 years and you don't know what the hell is going on in the civilian world. So why don't instead of like, spending the money on a funeral, they send the family on a trip, Like,
because if I would have taken my family to Iceland, I would have left them there. I needed to do it by myself. I
yeah, or
needed to
it just
I needed to find my own path.
That's exactly, Jess. You hit it right.
Yeah. Why don't they just take the veteran then? We'll change it up. Why don't they just take the
Yeah.
veteran? You know?
Well, I'm
Well,
saying
it would
there's
be
enough
more-
senior leadership out there as like these organizations. You're absolutely right, man.
well, you
You
meet
know,
one
There's
veteran, you
tons
met
of
one veteran.
organizations.
There's not a cookie cutter solution to any of this.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah, it's
I'm
true.
kind of getting tired of pretending that there is.
So-
There never will be.
I was on AJ's podcast a couple months ago. And so I'm not here to brag because I don't usually talk about this, but I'm an award-winning author. I've written the Mirror, the Broken Mirror, and No Filter. But the book that's getting a lot of attention is the Broken Mirror, because one, it's about a parent and a child, that broken bond when you come out of the military and try to, you know, I won't lie, my wife and my daughter were known as bitches and whores because I was so medicated from the VA. Like, I didn't know who my daughter was for 3 years, you know? And I wrote about the military transition, self-help and personal development, death and dying as well. And I'm trying to get that book into the MWR library, Morale, Welfare, Recreation
Yeah.
Library, download for when soldiers transition. Or I'm actually trying to do a contract of my new book. It's all 3 books combined into one, the reflection series. For like, this book is $55 because it's laminate, special artwork. But if the Army, or starting out with the Army side, would buy it for like $1 for a download for soldier, because a lot of people don't read today. They listen or they read stuff on a manuscript. Like I was telling AJ, for letting me be on the podcast, I'm going to send him the manuscript and he can send it out to you all and you can see what I'm trying to do, you know. But I'd love for them to buy the book I'd sell the book for $1 if it's saving lives. I know that the broken already saved 3 people's lives and they were veterans. So, and I'm getting ready to go out in October on a purpose tour. Like, I'm networking with installation sergeant majors and garrison sergeant majors to just go to a theater. And if anybody's transitioning, I don't care if it's 300, one person. You know, what is your purpose? Do you have a 5-year plan? What's your transition going to be like? Is it going to be all green and grassy when you get on the other side? No. And how about mental health and suicide as well? You know, that's what I want to talk to people about. And I'm doing it absolutely free until someone goes, hey, we want to hire that guy to come over here and talk to our organization. But using all my retirement money and stuff from selling books to go out on the road and try to talk to people, because, like, man, I'm tired of hearing some of my friends that aren't here no more, man, because they can't fit in. After 20 years, they still can't freaking fit in.
Yeah.
You know?
It's true.
So, I could make my marriage last 10 years, man, with no intimacy, man. I stayed because of my kid. I was suicidal in 2014 and 2024. So, and I hope that what we're talking about here helps at least one person, man. I really do, man. And even the people that, I mean, even in the military, they have to deal with like people that they're around from the military. Someone just dropped a huge comment.
Yeah. He's saying, thanks for talking about this. Good discussion about broken mirror and the corporate settings. Just my observation from a guy who is getting out. Change the mindset. As a service member, you are not getting out of the service. You are going into workforce. # build your network. Last 10 days of terminal and E9 with an MBA, PMP, LSS, GB. I don't even know what those are, man.
That's for business administration, project manager professional, LSS, GB. I'm not sure what that one is, but the first 2 are.
Can you comment on these people?
Well, they're online.
Yeah.
I mean, all right. This transition, especially the corporate world, especially when it comes to the senior enlisted, expectation management, and also it's going to be coming down to they're intimidated. A lot of them are intimidated by it. And when you start talking about an E9, so Sergeant Major Master Guns, Senior Chief, or Master Chief along that line, I hate to say it, that's almost E level, almost C-suite when you're talking about how many people you're leading for a lot of these corporations.
Yeah.
I also got to ask, and this is a question I ask folks too, because I talk to a lot of retired guys, my buddies. Do you want a job or do you want a career? If you start, because if you want a job, don't shoot for the C-suite. Shoot for a happiness. What do you want to do? Do you want to trade one complete soul-sucking life for like every all-encompassing? This is everything. This is who you are as an individual. Or do you want a job? A job. I don't look at my rearview mirror when I'm leaving the site. I don't think about it when I'm not there. I got brain power at the end of the day. That's a job.
Need a career these
Good point, man.
And a job can lead to a career, but it also puts your foot in the door. If you're waiting for a magical thing, sweep a floor for a little bit. Honestly, sometimes it is a game changer. What do you need? You also should start asking yourself, what do I need versus what I want?
Yeah.
If you can't figure that out, do basic requirements management. What are my requirements to live?
Right.
5-year plan, man.
It's not even a 5-year, because 5 years is going to change in 5 months. The way things are moving on the corporate side, the government side right now.
I mean, we all start out as followers and end up as leaders, but I keep telling people, when you get out of the military, you ain't that rank no more, man. And if you start ranking that shit, they're going to fire your ass and get somebody else in the wagon wheel, man.
I mean, it's fun to watch on TikTok or the shorts and stuff, like veterans in a corporate workforce. And a lot of that is, there's a lot of folks who have not done us any favors on the other side. They walked into a business and they just completely smoked everybody there. And they're like, we're going to step away from hiring for a minute. Look at your ESG, the ESG awards. They're the ones who hire vets and they're supportive of the military. Those companies are looking for vets. And do something outside your skill set for a little bit too. Broaden it out. I mean, there's a lot of things I can go down to, because I had to do this 10 years ago. I fragged my career, and breaking back into the workforce, it takes a minute, and you got to give yourself a lot of grace, and you might put in 25, 35 resumes, and you might get one interview, and we're shit at interviews, by the way.
Oh yeah. and then now
I interviewed with the police force in town after working intelligence in Afghanistan with Scotland Yard, a new Scotland Yard inspectors. So when I knew the interview went bad, it went downhill quick. There's like, would you handle this? I'm like, this is how I would handle it. And they're like, you wouldn't do this? I'm like, I don't think you're understanding the problem you guys have institutionally here. You've got fundamental flaws in your department. If I'm having to figure this out for you. And I knew it was going downhill. It was a good interview for me. But then it's time to start asking questions, right? So I went down a train. I started operational intelligence integration, fusion center operations, all these things. And they're just like, I don't know what you're speaking of. 10 years later, they're doing it now. But I was like, I'm living in your future, bro. But there are, just apply for jobs you don't want to do just to get some interview experience with people you don't know. I can talk to my wife. She can give me mock interviews all day. I know her. She knows.
Yeah, it's not the same.
It's not. It's like playing t-ball, man. I'm
hitting homers all day long, and then you're going up to bat in the majors.
And Shohei's throwing me heat, and I'm like, okay, I'm whiffing on everything. But I mean, there's also, I hate to say it, and this is something. It depends on where you're at. He's an E9. Is from getting on. I would honestly say, and this is a great place to start, do substitute teaching for a couple months. Just kind of get back into it.
That's a good point.
Troops to teachers.
Every school district. Oh, I think that's dead actually. But every school district in America needs sub teachers. Yeah, I think they killed it.
Yeah, my buddies.
I mean, there's a lot of opportunities out there. Volunteer. These organizations we've been talking about. I'm odd fellows. I had a meeting last night, so it's on my brain. The organizations, I'm sitting in there with Chamber of Commerce folks, teachers, social workers, folks who do the business. They all know somebody. The network grows. If all I'm doing is moving to a town and shotgunning resumes all day long, I'm going nowhere because I'm an unknown commodity and I got a outside state or outside area stamp. It means I'm fluid.
Yeah, that's a good
I'm
point.
not necessarily going to go anywhere. You got to put roots in. And putting roots in is a hard thing. You got to let them grow too. Take the shit job, but you just get a job.
It takes time. That's another
It's
thing that
socialization skills too.
yeah, it just takes time, man. You gotta, and you can't be me where I for a long time I was just sitting in the house. I wouldn't go anywhere. I wouldn't do anything. I was doing the podcast, but I wasn't going anywhere. Now I'm doing better and I'm able to get out and do stuff, which is great. But that's part of it, man. You got to get out and do stuff. You got to talk to people so you can set up a network so you can know what's going on. Like you said, put up roots or put down roots, not pick them up. You don't want to pick them up.
Build a platform.
Build a platform.
I can go on this for a stream for a while here, but I hate to say it. You got to organize your own life first. And the first thing I did is I've been carrying around 40 boxes of shit I don't open when I just from house to house to house to house. That first summer back, I had a great company. They gave me an 8-month down slope. I was just on the phone as SME. So if somebody was running into a problem somewhere, they give me a call. But I didn't have like a task list sitting in front of me where I had to knock out 15, 20 things in a day. I unpacked every box. And that right there almost took a summer. It was like I've been carrying around gazettes for the better part of 15 years, Marine Corps gazettes. Why do I still have these? They're digital. Boxes of shit. I don't even know what they are anymore. Field gear. I put bins out. Like I'm not putting a garage sale. I just took it to the Army Navy store. I was like, it's yours. I don't want it. I also unpacked all the stuff. I mean, and then the last Afghan tour, I took all my Afghan stuff and I made a rug. I made a collage out of it. So all my badges, all my passes, all the things. And I'm like, it's in frame now, so I can't go back. So that was a good way to do that. But there's a lot of little mental tricks you can kind of start working on. It takes a minute.
A lot of veterans are stuck in a bubble, man.
Well, they're stuck in the past too. I hate to say it. And it's hard breaking away.
Well, that's exactly it. And I'll say this, and I'll just speak for myself, but as veterans, what you've done, what you've seen, whatever, but why, and I'm not saying for everybody, and I don't mean it to sound the way it's going to come across, but in an essence, why are we afraid?
It's a good question. Yeah.
Because, and I'm going to say this because it's a gunfighter saying, we fall back on our training. We don't rise to the occasion. Our training is the safety of the military. It is that culture we grew up in. That's our fraternities for the most part. We're not going to rise to some magic occasion. We're going to fall back to our known. Because if you get knocked on your ass, you can continue to attack forward, or you're going to fall back to a little bit of comfort and safety, regroup, and try it again.
Yeah.
But what do we know?
So, AJ, can I say one thing? Because I can barely see it here, but I see there's a shitload of comments down there by Jeff. But was that person that made that big comment a master sergeant? Was that an E9 or a sergeant major?
He's I think he's a master gunny.
Can I just repeat this and one of you all type it in the comments? My email address.
Go ahead, man.
WSTEPHENS007@gmail.com. I'm reaching out to them. They reach out to me. I'll send the audio absolutely for free.
I almost made it.
Screwed that up.
WSTEPHENS007@gmail.com. If that individual reaches out to me, it's their obligation to get Audible, and I will send that shit to them absolutely free. I will send them a free download, and I don't need any response back. They can figure it out. But I'll tell you what, if the book saved 3 people's lives, there's something in that book that could have that master guns. Trust me, I know. I'm a survivor.
Yeah, but it takes a minute. And I think that's the answer nobody wants to hear. It's going to take a minute.
Yeah.
And grace. Learn to give yourself some grace.
Ooh, that's a big one, dude.
Are there any
Yeah.
Are there any comments? I mean, is there anybody making any comments that we can ask?
It was me. I made comments after Amos. I actually served with him. I had to look up who it was to make sure, but yeah, I served with him. Drill instructors. We were drill instructors together, actually. So, but yeah, you get ready to retire.
Thank you for the service and that big ass comment. So,
oh, here we go.
Somebody's listening. So.
Yeah. He said we were on the depot together, doing all the things you're saying, and then some. Skill Bridge program get gov kickbacks now. Oh, nice. Okay, corporate is a bubble with some killer gardens at the gate. Yeah.
So you all do now know every job to analyze anything. It's all AI now. Two of my friends, one of my buddies, trying to get a golf course IT position, and he's been by 3 AI. And just to pass those to talk to a real person.
Really?
The AI asked him some stupid ass question and he immediately failed, and he's a Purple Heart and 3 Bronze Stars. Yeah.
And on the corporate side, that means jack and shit. I hate to say
it. Decide somebody's career. Ridiculous.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
I mean, AI can be very good, but it can also, because it's not taking in the human factor, you know.
Oh, it has no emotion. Why, the VA is now going to decide records. They're going to analyze records and find all the faults in the system. People out, but people now getting claims. I feel for them because like the CMP eval is going to be like AI, and then you're going to have to go in and see like a civilian person if you make the cut.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to be as long as you think it is, because I think there's going to be a crack back real soon.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, there's so much stuff about veterans. I mean, we're celebrating 250, but look what they're doing. They're trying to silence veterans just speaking out on TikTok. Like, they want to take benefits away from veterans who are speaking out about administration or certain countries and all this. And we have the freedom of speech, but good God, if you're going to go fight for our country and get the benefits that you deserve, or fight for whatever your fight for your reason is, because I didn't fight for what's it called, patriotism. I fight get the hell out of my house so my dad wouldn't unalive my ass with a freaking belt buckle.
Yeah.
I just decided, I want to Desert Storm. I'm a hero now. I'm going to stay in for 20 years. And look at me, 20 years and fucking can't even write a resume, man.
So, as a proud member of Gen X, we did most of our stupid shit before the internet existed. So, but I mean, if I want to stand on my front line and take giant shits in the yard, I'm assuming there's somebody going to videotape it these days, and it's going to come back and haunt.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah, it's going to happen.
Sometimes you can talk to each other and not the internet. The internet's not a real person, and sometimes it's better.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's better to keep your mouth shut than and prove it and assume that people assume you're smart, or open it and just prove that you're saying stupid shit.
So much from these lives. Sometimes I don't even watch the live. I listen to it while it's on. When AJ comes on, or when Tip of the Spear comes on, or those guys, I'm like, I'll just engage. Stevo's in the house, and I'll hear him talking while I'm walking around my room or something with my headset on. Like, I can get a lot out of that, man. I'm learning so much from different podcasting and stuff like that. It's a coping mechanism for me, man.
Yeah. The great thing is there's so many great veteran podcasts out there right now. I mean, and they there's the whole gamut of the different things that they talk about as well, what they focus on. I mean, there's almost a veteran podcast out there for everybody. It's just a matter of you got to figure out which one,
I was just on 11 Bang Gang. That dude only had 25 episodes and he's killing it, man.
Yeah.
He's 11 Bang Gang.
Huh.
Believe was a Marine Corps series 11 series.
No.
Yeah, he's
Mm.
man, 11 Bang Gang. He's only had 25 episodes, and
That's
let me
Army.
tell you, he'll run the AI. He'll know if you're a fake before you even come on the show, man. I'm telling you, man. I was like, "You want a bio?" He's like, "Nope, I got your whole history, dude. I even know who your mom and dad were." I'm like, "What?"
What's the name of it?
11
Bang gang.
Gang, not gang bang. 11 Bang Gang.
Okay.
But you got to capitalize Bang and Gang, and then it'll pop up. He's
We'll
a
have to
good
look
guy.
that one up.
Alex, you need to have him on your show, AJ. Alex.
Yeah. All right.
I'll refer him to you, man.
Okay.
Jess,
Yeah, that's cool.
Jess has something to say. I know he has something to say. I can see it on his face.
He's
Oh, is
one of
he-
the banger. He's Army.
Is he in the comments?
I don't know. Is he?
Oh, I thought you said he was on here. I was like, no, I can't even
No, I
see it.
said Jess. I could see it on Jess's face.
Yeah, that shit.
11
shows-
banger. That's an Army infantry.
Yeah, he's an Army guy, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, he knows his shit. You ain't lying on that show. Telling you. And I learned now about vetting. I'm learning to vet people. So
Yeah. I actually don't do a lot of vetting. In fact, I tell everybody, like, when they come on, it's like, I don't know your story, so you tell it how you want people to know it. But I do that because it's their story. If it's wrong, hey, well, somebody's going to find out. Somebody's going to know.
and I don't think I can lie because the Pentagon approved book 1 and book 2. So the mirror and the broken mirror have been approved by the Pentagon Review Board. And I know that they're not just letting shit slide. Got a bad connection, man.
What platform is that 11 Bang Gang on? Do you know?
He's on YouTube and Spotify, man.
Is he? Okay. I have to look him up later.
It's orange circular logo.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take a look here in a little bit.
Stevo to him, man. That dude's amazing, man.
Cool. Well, I think we've talked long enough. I think it's time to start wrapping things up here. I hope it's not Pornhub. He said, "I hope it's not Pornhub."
Well, I know.
Communications is going out on this.
When you first said that, I was like, okay, 11 Bang Gang. You're like, oh yeah, I ran into a unit in Afghanistan that was running around with that. I'm like, I had a T-shirt and everything. I was like, oh god, he's punked. So,
Hey, can I push my book before we go?
Oh yeah. Go ahead, man.
So I write about mental health and the struggles of veterans coming off the battlefield. I've been there, and believe me, I've been in Walter Reed for a whole year in the Wounded Warrior Transition Unit. So inpatient, outpatient psych. Started out with 10 bottles of pills a day, 48 pills. Now I'm down to 3 pills, 3 bottles. Had the same psychiatrist since 2008. And if it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't be writing these books. So this book right here is the last of the legacy. So it's a special hardback, laminated, got cool freaking, real quick, I'll show you here. Really cool artwork. Have you go from the battlefield all the way to the back where the dad and daughter are walking off into the so-called sunset or whatever, to the deep forest. No, no characters, just me and my daughter, and the truth very raw. It's $55. The ebook is out there for like $6. It's not on Amazon yet, but it's on Barnes and Noble's, Walmart, and Books A Million. But yeah, if anyone's struggling out there, my email's in the comments. Reach out, tell me your story. I don't send my audio book to everybody, but if you are struggling and you ain't got the money, I'll send you the manuscript, you know. Just my shit is copyrighted, so don't be trying to write a book out there on my shit. But I really appreciate y'all giving me the time and interacting with you guys. I just hope that, you know, I believe mental health is a life sentence without parole, because with all the therapy and shots and all that stuff that's coming out, demons are forever, man. And
Yeah.
truly, people that are listening know that demons aren't forever. So if we touched one tonight, man, we did it, man. So I appreciate you all having me on tonight. I hope I can come back in the future. So
Yeah, man. You're welcome on here whenever, man. But thanks for coming on and chatting and sharing your book and all that stuff with us too. Appreciate you.
yeah, man.
And story time with Stevo, where can they find that?
Oh, you mean the podcast?
Yeah.
So I'm on my Facebook page. So really all you have to do is go to, so I have an official website that I built. It's called Story Time, TYME with Stevo, STEVO 69. Get your heads out of the gutter. I was born in 1969. And it has all the books. It has the story at the bottom. It has the link tree. It has the YouTube link at the bottom. And
Nice.
yeah, and there's a contact thing if you want to reach out and talk. I'm also on TikTok under Storytime with Stevo. I go live once in a while, but there's so many veteran communities out there. The three biggest communities four communities are author, Gen X, G7, and freaking veteran community on TikTok. I don't sell shit there, but there's a lot of senior people that are on TikTok that are trying to go after soldiers that are trying to monetize. Don't monetize if you're a duty soldier on social media. You will get caught, believe me. Big brother's watching.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's a
love
good
you.
point.
I'm just going to keep my mouth shut, but thanks, brothers.
Yeah, man. Thanks for coming on, dude. All right, Jess, you want to give us a book report, man? What do you got?
First, I have a story. So,
Oh, okay.
if you don't know who Terminal Lance is, he was a Lance Corporal we had in our section over in Hawaii when I worked over there, and now I guess he was the Twilight Parade at the barracks, guest of honor from the Sergeant Major of the Marine Corps. So
He was,
that
yeah.
was wild. So little Max is out there doing his thing. I don't know if you guys saw, but the comment I coined him, and he doesn't have a coin. I don't know if you heard about this, but he has a condom. So he's got a condom with his own Terminal Lance wrapper on the inside. It's a comic. It's like the judge, the paternity says, "It's that you're not the father." He's like, "Yes." That's what he gave the comment on. So I just thought that was
good.
Like the most Lance Corporal shit I've ever heard in my life. So passing that along. All right, oldie but a goodie. Tony Zinni, The Battle for Peace, and this kind of was a precursor as a run up to the 80s or the late 90s when he was a CENTCOM commander. He was the CENTCOM commander for Tommy Franks in the invasion of Iraq. So, if you're not familiar with Tony's story or Tony Zinni or General Zinni, he was a Philadelphia bulldog. I mean, this guy was old school tough. A lot of great stories. If you don't remember him, that's kind of his picture. I think Mike, you should remember him. AJ, I think you might have caught the end of him. But amazing mind. He was an advisor in Vietnam. I mean, he was just all over the place. The Zinni stories I've heard over the years, especially in Somalia, are amazing, and they read a book in and of themselves. Like, Muhammad Farah Adid, you familiar with him from Somalia?
Mm-hmm.
He would frequently have meetings with him, Tony Zinni or General Zinni and Adid, before the Black Hawk Down thing kicked off. So that was back when the Marines were running Somalia on the security side, but great stories. But the CENTCOM piece, he's an amazing writer. He's an amazing mind, especially when it came to foreign policy. It's a little bit dated because this came out a few years back, But if you get a chance, it kind of gives you an idea of what foreign policy looks like with a military in mind. I just highly recommend it. Anything by Zinni is going to be a good read. But The Battle for Peace. So that's my book. It's an oldie but
Very
a goodie.
cool. Loving it. Loving it. All right. Well, you know what, Mike? You got to give us that humdinger tonight. So what do you got?
Well, I got to apologize because I wasn't able to do my research. That's why I was late getting on the podcast, because I got home just in time to jump on the podcast. So I apologize. I don't have a humdinger.
That's okay. I just wanted to blow you up here so everybody see that cool mustache. So
Oh, yeah. Well, you can enjoy it for another week or two. It's going to be gone here soon. So
No.
whoa.
yeah, it's got to be gone. I'm going to say this, Jess. I'm going to say this as a joke, but Jess is going to have a comment. Yeah, the wife said it's got to go before we go on our cruise next month. So
yeah.
I have no comment. I mean,
Jess is like, you're a damn man.
I can't grow a mustache. I grow the best neck beard you've ever seen. It looks like I'm
Neck beard.
or build you a
Love it.
barn. Depends on what part of the country you're from. I grow
Nice.
a great
Like
almond
Amish?
beard.
Amish, yeah.
I'm
Very
a
cool.
family of Swiss Mennonites. This is how I build barns and raise turkeys or pigs. That's how it works. I'm outside my family skill set, so it confuses me.
I love it.
Wooden pegs into boards and then shoot a gun. So there you go.
My cousin he still does that, like traditional carpentry with the dovetails and all that.
Yeah.
If you
Dang,
ask
good for him.
Any of that, he teaches at the University of Minnesota and sustainable architecture, and I completely got skipped by that entire gene. You want me to put a door across the room? I'm your guy. I'll hook it with a water charge. We'll have all sorts of fun. But you ask me to hang a door, it's going to come up sideways somehow. It will never close. It will never fit right. Math skipped this Marine hard. I don't know what happened, but I can't build shit.
Yeah.
I can build a really good database, though.
Well, at least you can build something. There you
The
go.
gift that keeps on giving.
Well, you
Afraid
get
of
really good
artwork.
book. You get a really good book.
Yeah, I got Mark's book, by the way, so expect that to be.
Yeah. Have you read it yet?
No, because I've been working.
Yeah. I forget you do that.
So, all right, I'm gonna give a shout out to Dixon because they did a Folds of Honor commemorative flannel. I always, if you're not familiar with Dixon, they do some amazing stuff. Their flannels are great. They last forever. Never put them in a dryer. Just hang them dry. They dry in about an hour. But the Folds of Honor, they're kicking it over for the scholarship. I always recommend. But
Nice.
But
cool.
It's
I
good
love
enough
it.
to wear to a funeral. That's where I was today. But
DIXSON.
DIXXON. But
DIXXON.
they do a Marine one at least twice a year. So I got one for the blues, one for the reds, one for the black. I mean, they do commemoratives. They're pricey, but they last forever. So I've had some of my Dixons for a better part of 2-3 years. So
Very cool.
then I got my $15 flannels that I shred when I go to work. But these are the ones I wear. Like, AJ, this is what I was wearing at the conference last year. This is my national conference.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I wear these.
I remember you wearing a flannel. Yeah.
And then along that line, you're talking about Mike's shirt. I got my Fox 27 shirt on too. When they were holding up, it's a historical one, so that's back from that
I like it.
The Frozen Chosen. So
Frozen Chosen.
hell
Man,
yeah.
those guys went through
So Mike, were you ever out in 29 Palms when they'd marry up the guys from like Korea with their modern companies for the first Mardi reunions?
Absolutely, yeah.
That was wild. So Fox 27 from like Chosen showed up with Fox 27 in the 90s, and these guys we're on the range with these guys, and they got the 240s just ripping, right? And they're just doing grazing fire. And this old guy is like, wow, could have done so much good stuff back and shows him with that. And I was like, my God, he's refighting this battle up on that hill, man. He was like at the rate of fire. Like, he was just super excited. It's like, does it shoot like that in the cold though? It was like, oh my God.
That's funny.
Oh yeah, it's Zero Fox shirt. These guys are cool. They do a lot of good designs, a lot of historical designs. So
Zero Fox has great.
Yeah, old Marine.
What were you saying? I didn't hear you, Stevo.
Zero Foxtrot has great apparel, and so does Grunt Style.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Zero
That's
Fox.
true. Yeah,
they have some pop stuff that's pretty interesting. Like I got a Nemesis shirt from Snatch. So it's the pig farm. So and then Inglorious Bastards. So it's got a big oblige on the top of it. It's got a Bowie knife. Inglorious Bastards. Oblige. So I'll be walking through like a mall or something around town or around like a store, and a guy will just like look at me, kind of smile and nod. And like, that's right, he gets it.
Oh man, I love it.
Yeah, we did one of those, Jess. I know you're trying to get off here, AJ, but you know.
Yeah, we're gonna have to wrap this up. I apologize.
Well, let me just say this because everybody's
go ahead.
Out of it. But we did one of those. I think it was in 94, 95. I don't remember one of those years, and they wanted the band to go play, and they went out to the range and came back. I don't remember. I don't remember unit. I don't remember anything, but it was like you're saying, Jess. You know, it was these older guys coming in and all that stuff. So they wanted. We sat and played in the theater on base in 29 Palms, and they were playing and all that stuff, and they're all sitting out there, you know, listening to everything. And you know, it was a base-wide thing. And we played, you know, Armed Forces medley, obviously. But we got the Semper Fi, and we're playing it. And it's like, and you're United States Marine Corps. We started playing Semper Fi, and this old dude jumps up and goes, Semper Fi my ass! It was like, and it was like, just start laughing. You know, it's like, really?
Wow.
You're like, Semper my ass.
Oh, that's good. That was a Lance Corporal back in the day. That's what
Probably,
that was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he was there.
Sure.
It's like,
yeah,
if you're that disgruntled, why the hell are you here? But he was there. So it's like, my ass.
The boys made him go. The boys made him go.
All right, with that, go ahead.
I got to head out, but I just wanted to say I'm not a Marine, but Semper Fi, Army Strong. What is it? When I came in, it was be all you can be. And
that's right.
Anyone that dropped a comment, thank you for the engagement. That's the most important thing, engagement. So.
Yeah. Cool. Thanks, Stevo. Much appreciated. I'll go ahead and wrap it up. To everybody out there, if you're struggling, need help, anything like that, don't forget the VA does have some good resources. You can always dial 988, press option 1. You can always text 838-255 or go to veteranscrisisline.net, click on that chat icon. Any of those options will put you in contact with somebody that can help you out. But remember, one veteran life lost is one too many. I care about you. The crew cares about you. Stevo cares about you. The whole veteran community cares about you. So please reach out for help. And if you're out there, you're not struggling, reach out to the buddies you served with. Ask them how they're doing. If they need that helping hand, please give it to them. All right, fellas, one last time, thank you very much. To everybody out there, stay motivated. Change your socks.
No more 22. On to the journey and finish the fight.